Hello Tacticians, it's Nox here, and although there's been a bit of a jagged start to the Boost Tournament Arena, I'm going to be taking Thaumachus in to see how well he does. But before I go in, I've got one thank you, and that's to Repo Chicken. Thank you very much for using my friend code, it is very much appreciated. And if you wonder why I thank every single one of you, well, this is the reason why. I've basically opened up a bunch of scrolls which you lot have, because you use my friend code, have effectively given to me. And I have unlocked Ayman. Now, he is only at level 1, hasn't got any gear, and, well, he's going to be sitting there like that for the time being. Because I am currently concentrating on getting the Tyrant Guard up to scratch. But once the Tyrant Guard is at Silver 1, this is the guy I'm going to be working on next. And hopefully, I'll have him at Silver 1 in time for the next TA. But enough about talking about the TA. Let's actually do some battles. So the team I'm going to be using, as you can see, everyone is maxed out here. I'm going to be using Calendis and Sarquil as my two snipers, and Thaddeus to just get rid of any annoying Rayvas Overwatch that is in the way. Then I've got Ulf to take care of any summons and to just lay down a lot of hurt, and Thaumachus. Now, Thaumachus will be moving to where he's needed. He's not going to be in the front line, but he's going to be providing shields to whoever is or who is in the most danger. So let's have a look to see how this actually works out in ranked. So I'm going second against Anvar, and almost suitably, he is using some Tau. I was thinking of Ornvar there, of course, maybe he's taken the name from there. Nandi would be proud. Diving straight in to get the power-ups and putting Overwatch on with Rayvas. So my Thaddeus will pick up the health and Ulf will pick up the choppiness. And we'll just bomb Bellator, so he's not so efficient. Now the question is, are we going to use Sarquil's special or not? Maybe the first thing to do will be to use Calendis's shot on him. Yeah, let's go for the kill. Now, as you can see, after I removed Thaumachus, he put the shield on Sarquil, which is a shame because I would have preferred the shield was on Calendis, but next turn, because I know this has got the target, I'm going to do just that. Make sure Calendis has the shield from Thaumachus. We'll move Thaddeus up to drop a bomb on their Archimatos. Now, bear in mind, they are still in Overwatch here, so I've now got the choice. If I was to run in with Ulf to kill Show Sil, which I think I'm going to do, their Calendis will actually shoot at me. So I'm going to move. I'm sorry, Calendis, you're going to be on your own. Actually, yeah, sorry, Calendis, you're going to be on your own. Let's make sure we get the kill. And then Calendis can move up and shoot Rayvas. Not quite killing him. But we should be able to finish the job with Sarquil. Then I'll say, you'll go, opponent. Now, as you can see, good shot. As you can see, Ulf still had the shield, so he was pretty much protected. And now we can go in to use his active and finish off the opponent. And this time I'm going first against P. Gobbo. And there's my most hated enemy, Celestine. So we're going to send Ulf. Actually, we're not going to send Ulf to get the health power up. We're actually going to send Thaddeus up and move Ulf up beside him. The reason for this is we'll move Thaumachus, and that will put the shield on Ulf. He doesn't have any Thaddeus himself, so I'm quite happily moving both Calendis and Sarquil up to cover this power-up. Now, the benefit here is if he comes too close, I can pick up this power-up with Calendis and move off again, making sure that I am not on the barbed wire. And these two are fairly safe with their shields. Their Calendis has rightfully picked up a defensive buff to keep them protected. And there goes the drone. So we now know Rayvas is in Overwatch mode, so we don't want to get too close. But because of Sarquil, we don't need to get close. However, he has got an Overwatch on here. So, what we can do if we move Thaumachus next to Sarquil to give him the buff, what should hopefully happen is we don't take too much damage. We'll put suppressive fire on Rayvas and try and kill. Close, but let's finish the job. Let's go next to Thaddeus. Now, at this point, I'm thinking Thaumachus has actually done his duty. He's managed to protect Sarquil because he's still got shield left, and he is out in the open, so I'm expecting him to die, but he's ignoring him. And, unfortunately, my Ulf is now dead. Now, this Celestine has got 2 summons. And I don't think, even if I was to move to here, I'll be able to block her in. As such, we're going to completely ignore her and make sure Rayvas dies. Or maybe more importantly, so that has killed Rayvas, and we're going to see how much damage we can do to that Archimatos. Brilliant. Because of the damage bonus, we've killed him. So, rightfully so, Celestine is going to come near Thaddeus, so I'm going to protect him with a shield. Now, I still haven't... he did still manage to kill Thaddeus, but that's fine. Let's finish off their Calendus, and now let's start dealing with these summons. In fact, I did something wrong there. I probably should have taken control using Thaumachus' active. But by the looks of it, we didn't need to. So here I am going second versus Viper, who seems to be a Tau fan. Have one Eldar in there, just to round them out, I guess. Possibly a replacement for Shadow Sun. Now, I shouldn't underestimate Orn Shi. He is actually very good in close combat. He doesn't suffer the close combat weakness that other Tau do, and on certain turns, he can be very good indeed. So I'm going to send Ulf to get the melee hits power up. And Calendus can pick up the shield, and we'll put Sarquil over here. Now they're going to rush up this side, so we do want to put Thaddeus over here. The question is, what am I going to do with Thaumachus? There's no point firing with Overwatch with Calendus. This will move and lose its shield, and I'll probably kill it with the Overwatch. So Thaumachus is actually going to go behind Sarquil and give him a shield. Now it could have gone on to Thaddeus as well. And there are my 2 Overwatch shots done, but the drones are out of the way, no longer protecting Rayvas. But I will need to watch out for Shosil with his drones, because they do get out of control. Oh, and big mistake there. They were hoping to use Orn Shi on Rayvas to summon in the drones to go on Overwatch again, but unfortunately, Ulf doesn't like people using abilities next to him and decides to chop him a new one. So here we are now going to make sure this Shosil is dead. Well, I wished that was the case, but I can't quite get enough to him to make sure it happens. Oh, but well done, Sarquil, you did the job for me. Again, by moving Thaumachus up to Ulf, he's managed to put a shield on, which has protected him from the sniper drone. And will indeed protect him from the attack from Orn Shi here. Now I am in a very good position indeed. I am going to use my overcharge to, well, I was hoping to kill them both, but I only killed one. We'll get rid of the one, then the other, and we'll start chopping up Athena and destroy her. And here I am going second against Zarked. Interesting map here. and maybe they have put in some AI so that no longer can Calendis run down, pick it up and move across, or maybe I've just been unlucky here. But having said that, I still should be able to shoot at their Calendis and then grab this one. Question is, do I really want to use my barrage that early? Well, let's pick up the shield with Ulf. There's 1, 2. And what we'll do, we're not going to do that just yet. I was going to say I'm going to re-shield Ulf, and I will. But first, let's use my overcharge shot to hit Bellator and the 2 behind. The reason being, I can then move Thaddeus down and hopefully shielded Sarquil. I was hoping it would shield Ulf, but I suppose he's got the shield already, and my Calendus will shoot at theirs, and I should have actually triggered my active to go and pick up there, but never mind, mistakes happen. I am currently, I believe, 2 characters up, so it's not the end of the world. He kills my Sarquil, which is a good move, but Sarquil already used his big shot, so I'm not too worried. And he's surrounding Ulf, hoping to do damage there. Now, I'm a bit surprised he didn't move Eldraine here close to who he's going to attack, because that may have killed Ulf with all those extra hits. But never mind. I'm going to take control of all of Bellator's friends. Thank you. And from here on in, it is pretty much a done deal. Now, Bellator here, as you can see, very tough. He's on the ice. He is actually taking more crit damage here. Although he is very tough, he just does not have the damage output to help him out here. So what do I think of Thaumachus? I still think it's fairly early days, but he certainly has a utility use. That shield, as you saw when Ulf got shot by the sniper drone, is very, very handy to protect those frontline units from the damage, where all the enemies will focus, as I said, on Ulf here. I am wondering if it will actually help out Jane Zar. You do have to be very careful on positioning to make sure he actually shields who you want him to shield, as there was one moment, I believe, in one of the games where I wanted him to shield one person, but he ended up shielding someone else. His active ability didn't really come into it, although, as we saw against Bellator, it is a nice little addition to what else he can do. His psychic attack is fairly decent, but not something you're ever going to be relying upon. He's really there for those shields and possibly for that active ability. So I would just place him just above OK in the buffing section. Having said that, I think this character is going to be amazing in the legendary events. Now, Chaos don't have many healers. You have Rotbone, and now you've kind of got this guy. Yes, he isn't really a healer, but he will actually give a shield, which is, I suppose, acting like a heal. So what do you think of the use of this guy in the live PvP arena? Please let me know in your comments below. If you like these videos that I do, it would be very much appreciated if you consider using my friend code. As I said at the beginning of this video, it really does help me out. Or if you or your guild are looking for a new home, please reach out to any of the guilds shown, as we are welcoming new players and I'm more than happy to welcome a new guild into our midst. As always, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you, and maybe Thaumachus, on the battlefield.